Hey world, was good? It's your boy LG. Checking in. As you guys can see, I'm recording with the snowball microphone right now. I was intending to do something else. I was kind of working on something else, and I was gonna work on this video. I kind of put that to the side so I can work on a couple of videos. Um, anyway, I know everybody's gonna be talking about this one for a little while, and everybody probably already got some videos up. But I wanted to do my little opinion on the finals game that happened last night. I wasn't able to see the whole thing. I was asleep. I fell asleep. Had a real, I was tired, real tired. So, but anyway, I was really, honestly, I wasn't surprised that the Dallas Mavericks won. To be honest with you, um, I respect LeBron James as a player, and I respect both teams. But I'm a Spurs fan, of course. But I have a respect for all teams. But I think um, really, I said at the beginning of the season that Miami, I told a couple of friends of mine at the beginning of the season that, Miami wasn't going to make it all the way as far as taking the whole championship. Um, a lot of times it was like, okay, it was, a lot. They got a little farther than I expected, to be honest with you. I wouldn't expect them to make the finals the first time, because really, if you think about it, they had as much hype as the Celtics did. Actually a little bit more hype than the Celtics. Um, the Celtics, when Garnett joined the Celtics, and everybody, they had the same big three. They had a big three, and they had Garnett. They had who else? I can't remember who else they had at the moment. The other two at the moment. But when Garnett and them joined the Celtics, that's when everybody was like, oh, the Celtics gonna win it all. The Celtics gonna do this. The first year they did not win it. Um, because they didn't really have that full team. They didn't have that year to work. This year, with the Miami Heat, the same thing was pretty much said about Miami Heat, and like I said, I was like, man, they're gonna do like the Celtics. The big difference between the Celtics and the Heat is they got further, of course. The obvious one, that's the obvious bet. They got further, but really, like I said, they really wouldn't go too far. They didn't really have that really good chemistry like Dallas has shown. And the thing about Dallas is really Dallas kind of flew under the radar, and until really round about the conference finals, to be conference finals and stuff like that. Um, and it really, when you think about it, and it's funny because when Dallas came in the finals, everybody was surprised to see Dallas in the finals, and everybody was going against Dallas and saying, oh, a lot of sportscasters I was watching this, oh, I give Miami 6 games, Miami's gonna take it in six, and in six, look who wins is the Dallas Mavericks, and during the finals, it was a lot of different things, they show poor sportsmanship. It was, the Heat, by the Heat, it was really, I think was uncalled for. That joke really was kind of uncalled for, and that really kind of led to their defeat. You know what I'm saying? Because not only did they, you know, they kind of blew it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't really have that team mesh together. You know what I'm saying? That teamwork mesh. You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing is, and also I kind of took that and I thought about it for a little while, you know, and I kind of thought about that as an encouragement, for somebody else. If you really think about it, a lot of times in life, there's been times that where people has counted, me out. You know what I'm saying? There's people that may, count you out too. You get to a certain place and everybody's looking at you like, oh, this person ain't gonna do it. Okay, the odds are stacked against you. You're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that stuck out to me about another thing that stuck out about the Dallas Mavs is that Jason Terry was always talking about his faith in God. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I to me that's big for me because a lot of players ain't saying that nowadays. I mean, they're saying that when they win, but they're not really saying that through their adversity. Even then, even Dallas was going through their thing. They had they still had that faith and believe, and they had each other. You know what I'm saying? Not only did they have that faith in God, they had that faith in each other. So one thing that I took out of this is that even though that they was the underdogs, they still fought. You know what I'm saying? And likewise with yourself, and me, I took it as a encouragement. Like, okay, people, there's people that count me out often. There's people that come against me and say, "Oh, well, what you're doing, it's not, what you're doing ain't all that." You know what I'm saying? Um, what you're doing is there's no future in it. I've had people come against me try to tell me to quit. People try to count me out. Well, you're not that good at this, and this. You know what I'm saying? Or people don't expect me to do certain things, but I'm doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? And likewise with somebody out there that's watching this video, you may be doing something productive in your life, and people are talking against you. You got people that's telling you, you at a critical stage in your life, and people are telling you you at the final stage. You know what I'm saying, in your life, and people are like, oh, this situation is gonna eat you up. This situation is gonna do this to you. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna make it through this. You know what I'm saying? And people, you got haters that are, people that are, like I call, some people, like they call, like in Mean Girls, frenemies. You know what I'm saying? They say you're your friends, but they really your enemies. You know what I'm saying? And they're telling you that, oh, some may be telling to your face that, oh, you can make it, and lying, and talking about you behind your back, or some may be coming out and telling you that, hey, you really ain't got no, you really have no chance against this situation. But yet, like the Dallas Mavericks, you got to keep on fighting. You know what I'm saying? Until you get that championship. So I just wanted to give you guys that encouragement. Dirk, man, big shout outs to Dirk. Shout out to Jason Kidd. They've been in the league for the longest. You know what I'm saying? And they finally get their championship. And it's and they said it was well worth it. So when you get your thing, and when you get your prize, for those that's working, doing productive things in their life, when you get your prize, and you get to where you trying to go, you can say it was well worth it. All right. So just think on that. And once again, shout out to the Mavs. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. And, looking forward to that. And, everybody, all my friends and subscribers and my commenters and my peoples, thank you for listening. And hope you guys enjoy it. Peace and God bless.